Welcome to Audrey's Southern Cooking. My name is Nita. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I get new videos released. So I've been thinking, summer's coming. We have Memorial Day, and then we're gonna have 4th of July, and it's just picnics and family gatherings, and in the South, we have a lot of family reunions and family get-togethers at either grandmother's house or maybe down at the lake. So I'm trying to think, what would be some good things that we could cook that you could take to those events? Or if they're coming to your house, what are some things that you can prepare for that? So today, I'm gonna do a recipe that everybody loves. I know I love it, and I try not to eat it all the time. But what is it? Stuffed eggs, or some people call it deviled egg. And I'm going to show you that recipe today. So let's move the camera down so you can see what we're going to need for the video. It's not hard to do. It's very simple and it's pretty quick. All right, here's our ingredients. First and foremost, your sweet tea. As you know, I put a little bit of lemonade in mine. Not everybody does it, and that's fine. I don't always do it. But today I got a little lemonade with some ice in there. Ooh, there's some good tea today. All right, so first you need eggs. And no, I'm not gonna do all these eggs. I'm gonna do about 6 eggs. And what we're gonna do with those is boil those, and I'll get to that video in just a minute. You're gonna need some mayonnaise and some mustard. Now these are the ingredients I use. Where I picked some little chives out of my little, it's not really a garden. I have a little patio in there and a little planter back there. So we're gonna have fresh chives. Now these are optional. The chives are completely optional. You do not have to put these in there. I have some sweet relish, and I have a little bit of dill relish because I like the little sweetness to it, but I like a little dill too. I've got salt. I have black pepper. I have fresh garlic. I'm gonna crunch those up. I have a bowl to mix all these in. So let's get started on boiling these eggs. All right, so I've got me a pot of water. I'm gonna put 6 eggs in. Now you can make more eggs. This is great for a family reunion. You can add more eggs if you'd like. And I always sprinkle salt in here. It helps with those shells to come off once it's boiled. Let's get it over to the stove. All right, so I've got it on the stove. I've got my 6 eggs with my salt. And we're just gonna let this come to a boil. And I'm gonna boil it about 9 to 10 minutes. You could boil it a little longer. I'm gonna get this hard boiled for our stuffed egg recipe. All right, so I've got my eggs that I've already done here. I do have a couple ugly ones, so I apologize for that. They don't always turn out ugly, only because I'm doing a video, I think. Now this is how I crack an egg and peel it, so this is, you do it how is comfortable with you. If you've never done one, you might want to try this, and then you can come up with your own little style. So on each end, I just crack those ends a little bit. Then I kind of hit it with the egg on the side and roll it. Put a little bit of pressure. Don't put a lot of pressure on it. And then there's a membrane in here. If you can get a hold of that little membrane and peel it with while you're peeling your egg, it makes the eggs come off a lot easier. And this one's gonna be ugly too. Now that happens. As you can see on the eggs, this is my second one that this is done. And look, once I got past that little spot, it's coming better. You know what you could do with those little ugly ones? You could put them in the middle of your plate and nobody's gonna know. Or you can go ahead and eat those. Nobody's gonna know that at all. Or leave them in your fridge for yourself. All right. For the most part, it come out pretty nice. So I'm gonna rinse that off and I'll be right back. I usually rinse the eggs off once I peeled them. There's all those little bitty shells and you don't want any, because I've had that happen before. You bite into a shell. I'll just take a little knife and you're just gonna cut right down long ways. Cut it right down the middle. And look, you've got your hard-boiled eggs. So just take that center out. You wanna keep those separate. Put the others on your plate here. I got one more egg, I'm gonna get that done, and then we're gonna come back and mix this together. All right, so I've got my eggs done. And I've got them in a bowl. Here, these are my egg yolks that are boiled. So they're in a bowl by themselves. And I put my egg whites that are boiled on a plate. All right, so what I did forget to mention was onion. So I've got an onion chopped up. And I also got some garlic chopped up. And I'm probably not going to use all of this, but it's better to go ahead and have it. You can always put it in a little container and put it to the side and use it for something else. First of all, I just take a fork, just a regular fork. And I take my egg yolks, and I just mash them. I'm just going to crumble them up. And once you get these crumbled, you're going to start adding these ingredients to it. And you can work on that as you go. So this is garlic chives from my little patio garden. And I do want to add some of this in here. So what I've got is it's already been washed. I've already cleaned it. It's ready to go. Got me some little kitchen shears. I only use this for food. Don't use it for anything else. And cut it really small. I'm gonna turn it around and cut some of these greens in it as well. Now you may have some out in your yard even, because these do grow kind of wild as well. And these, it's like I said, this is not something that you have to do. But I just like a little bit of a garlicky taste and onion taste of mine. I'm not going to put much because we have fresh garlic that I've already got cut up. All right. And we can always go back and add, because once we mix everything together, we're going to taste it. Okay. So I'm just going to add about half of that garlic in here, and about half of those onions. And make sure they're cut up pretty fine. I'm going to set this over here out of the way. And I'm just going to kind of stir it around and kind of look at it. Make sure I can see everything in there. You see your eggs. Got some green in there, but we're going to add some more color. Okay. Now, sweet relish. I get this at Walmart. You can get it at Kroger's, any grocery store. Just take a little spoon and kind of hold it to the side. I don't want all that juice in it. I don't want it too wet. And put a teaspoon, and we might even put 2. All right. Now the dill relish. I'm gonna probably do the same with it. this to the side and mix that. That way you can kind of see how it's going to look. Now you do this to your taste. If this is not something you want to add in there, you do not have to do that. I'm just giving you my recipe and then you can go from there. I'm going to put some salt in here. Now this salt is for taste. However, if you like a lot of salt, then by all means, you put a lot of salt. If you don't like a lot of salt, which I do not, and I do not like much pepper at all, I don't really eat pepper. I'm just gonna kind of mix that in. And now, mayonnaise. Now I take a tablespoon and I put that in there. And then what I'm gonna do, because you're probably thinking, well, that tablespoon of mayonnaise don't look enough. It's okay, we're gonna add a little mustard. Mustard gives it a little twangy little kick to it. And I don't know, maybe a good tablespoon, not a tablespoon, but a good teaspoon. All right, now we're just gonna mix this. You want to make it into almost like a paste type situation. You don't want it runny. That's why you had to drain all that liquid out of your, that's why you had to drain the liquid out of your dill pickles and your sweet pickle relish. I'm just going to take this fork, take a little bite and try it. Tastes pretty good. I can get that little twang from there, but I'm going to add a little bit more salt. So what I'm going to do is use my other spoon. Take another little bite. All right. To me, that's good. Like I said, that's why you have to taste. You taste a little bit and taste it to your liking. Because this is going to be your recipe. Now what you're going to do, I usually take the little spoon, I had little pickles on it, so I'm just mixing that in. And you're just going to do this. That's all you're going to do. And you can use a tablespoon, I mean that's fine. And what you're going to do is you're going to do this until it's full. Now what I would recommend is doing each egg, a little bit in each egg, and then going back. Now I'm doing a little bit more, I'm doing more of a heaping teaspoon this time. And you just put that right in there. And that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna go to each egg. You can get your heaping teaspoon. You can use a tablespoon. You can do whatever you want. Put it right in here. And put it right in your egg. I'm gonna finish these real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so I finished my eggs. Now some people like to take some paprika and just sprinkle on the top. Just add a little color. And that just kind of makes them pop. Now what you can do is from here is transfer this over to like a little egg dish. It'll have little scoops out, just like a half an egg, and you can put them on there. You can get those at Walmart if you'd like. Look at that. Ooh, those are delicious. I think I'm gonna try one. Let's see. All right, so you know that after I do a video, I have to try the food. Got your sweet tea ready? So I'm just gonna pick one up. I'm gonna take one of these little ugly ones. See, that's how you get rid of them. Look at that. It's still pretty though, look. It's nice and creamy. Excuse me, it's nice and creamy, but it's not gonna fall out of your egg. And that's what you want. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Now, you don't have to use the pickles or the pickle relish. I like to add that. It gives it a little bit of a crunch, a little texture, gives it some good flavor. You don't have to put garlic in it, but I'm telling you, you should try this recipe first. If you don't like it, you can change it to however you want. And you can just try it with 1 or 2 eggs. Just try a little tiny recipe and experiment with it. That's all you have to do. Make it your own and enjoy it, and take it to your next family gathering or Memorial Day weekend where you're having all your friends and family. And you can surprise them with your new recipe. And tell them that Nita sent you. So be sure to share the video with all your friends. And again, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the next video of our series, our summer series. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Our summer series. This is going to be for Memorial Day weekend ideas for the whole summer. I have foods that you can easily make and take to family gatherings. Thanks for watching. Now have a great day.